Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about the fruit of the Spirit, love. Paul places love first in the list of spiritual fruits in Galatians 5:22-23, and many commentators read it as the organizing center for the rest. Love here reflects the Greek term agape. It's a steady, self-giving, brotherly concern for the good of another, grounded in divine initiative rather than emotion alone. The pattern across the New Testament pairs this love with unity language, one body, many members, joined together in Christ. Psychology and neuroscience give a complementary picture. Compassion training experiments show that deliberate practice in caring attention increases real-world altruism and reshapes brain circuits for empathy and regulation. Participants who train in compassion tend to share more resources with strangers and display stronger engagements in regions of the brain such as the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex and the nucleus accumbens, which link value, control, and reward. Long-term contemplative practice also correlates with large-scale gamma synchronicity, a sign that distant brain regions fire in a highly coordinated way during states of loving kindness and open awareness. So, love, in a spiritual language, looks like a state where the brain orients towards others with stable, generous concern. In brain language, this resembles an integrated network that allocates attention, emotion, and motivation towards care, even when sacrifice follows. Love turns scattered impulses into a coherent pattern that favors connection over rivalry. So here's a fun connection. Work on photosynthetic complexes show that energy travels through networks of molecules in a wave-like, coherent way, sampling many possible routes at once before setting on a highly efficient path. Reviews of quantum biology argue that such non-trivial quantum effects, including coherence and entanglement, appear in several types of living systems, from energy transfer to magnetoreception and possibly olfaction, smell. Entanglement describes a relation where two quantum entities share a joint state, so that information about one carries information about the other, even with infinite distance between them. Some theoretical work explores entanglement within biological complexes, including models of light harvesting networks. In those models, distinct sites behave less like isolated pieces and more like aspects of one extended system. So, love, being a fruit of the Spirit, fits this pattern. The person who abides in divine life begins to experience relationships less as a transaction and more as a shared being. The joy or pain of another starts to register in the self through empathetic response. Altruistic choices then resemble a kind of moral entanglement. The good of the other enters the internal value function in a durable way. Compassion practice seems to stabilize this passion in neural circuits, the same way that biological networks stabilize efficient energy flow. Therefore, love signals a quantum biological clue that human consciousness appears wired to form deeply integrated system-level states where self and other interlock. The Spirit's work then looks less like a foreign imposition and more like the completion of capacities that are already present in our embodied network brains.